Well, it looks like President Trump is following through on his word to send federal agents to crack down on Chicago's violence.
It's a move Mayor Lightfoot strongly opposes. WGN's Mike Lowe reports from Federal Plaza.
That Donald Trump was a fascist.
Protesters gathered at Federal Plaza in downtown Chicago,
And we are losing right now.
to demonstrate against the Trump administration's plan to send 150 or more federal agents to the city to crack down on violent crime.
We want to send a message to the Trump administration that continued harassment of peaceful protesters has to stop.
I don't do politics. I have enough top-level violent crime, mob action on my plate.
Facing criticism after another violent weekend, Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown sidestepped questions about federal help, only generally agreeing to assistance.
We'll take any and all help.
They're all Democrats.
For weeks, the president has been using violent crime as a political wedge issue.
We're in Chicago. 68 people were shot and 18 died last week. We're not going to put up with that.
The president of the police union here in Chicago wrote a formal request to the president asking for federal help. He wrote to the president that Chicago was in a state of chaos on a regular basis. He called Mayor Lori Lightfoot a complete failure who is either unwilling or unable to maintain law and order. Today, the mayor responded.
We don't need federal agents without any insignia taking people off the street and holding them, I think, unlawfully. That's not what we need.
The situation in Portland has raised serious questions about whether the Department of Homeland Security, an agency created to deal with national security threats, should be used against American citizens, especially when elected local leaders oppose their presence.
We're very concerned about the lawfulness of this.
Colleen Connell is the executive director of the ACLU of Illinois.
The federal government does not really have authority to come in as an occupying force.
As far as details about the potential deployment of federal agents to Chicago, the Department of Homeland Security would only say they do not comment on potential operations. But clearly here in Federal Plaza, protesters are questioning whether this is more about politics than it is about public safety.